Hey Crafty Peeps, it's Angel Holt, Angel Holt Designs. I'm here to show you a fabulous card tutorial, and this is going to be like a dimensional card, and I'm also going to show you how to sew paper onto your card. So we're going to be using a sewing machine. Now you can use a hole punch and punch your stitching holes and hand sew it, but we are going to be using a sewing machine on this one. It's more of an advanced card, and it opens up another spectrum of card making. I have been a longtime fan of Kaiser Crafts products. They have made some of the most beautiful collections, and this happens to be one of them. It's called Rustic Harmony. I still have some scrap pieces left from a project that I did. Their papers are absolutely stunning. They are double-sided, and in a paper pack you get 2 of each pattern, and also I have some scrap pieces here, and then normally in a paper pack you also get a beautiful set of stickers and borders that you can use as well, which is really awesome because not only can you use them with this collection, but you can use them with other collections that match. So today I'm going to show you how to do a dimensional card. We're going to be using a piece of cardstock from this assortment pack from Coordination, and I'm going to find a coordinating cardstock that I want to use, and I want to use something other than, I want to kind of keep with the, I want to make it a really deep contrast. So I want to pull some colors from this collection here. Let's see. Now you can go a darker brown, and this is why I like the assortment packs, because they, they're in assorted colors. No, or I can go all the way over here to the more peach tones, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the peach. Alright, so you're just going to rip this out. And Coordination's cardstock, what is amazing about it, okay, when you get it and you see that it has this white band here, so that means when you tear it or when you sand it, this white color is, the core of the paper is this white color. So like if you look over here, the core of this paper is that color. The core of the blue is that color, so that's what Coordinations is all about, is, as you tear it or emboss it or whatever, the core color pops out if you're new to scrapbooking or card making or anything. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is simply going to fold this in half and get my crease started there. Okay, I'm going to get my cutter. Now I like to make my cards rather big, so I'm going to do a 5x7. Now of course you can scale that down to whatever size you want. But I always like to make my cards, a standard, to me a standard 5x7. Now, what we're going to do is we have it creased and ready to go. So we know that it is 5 inches wide, so we are going to cut 2.5 inches off of the front page. Okay, just like that. See, that's what we want right there, that little flap there. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to look through your pattern paper, and you're going to cut out a piece that is 1/8 of an inch smaller than the inside, and you're going to cut out a piece that is 1/8 of an inch smaller than this side of the flap. Okay, so I'm going to use this floral piece on the outside, so we know it's 7 inches by 2.5. So let's do just a little below the 2.5, and there we go. Let's see. Perfect. You just have to eyeball it onto your on your cutter here, and as you can see, you still see a border around it, and that's what you want right there. Okay, so on the inside, I'm going to pull from my paper here and see how this would look on the inside. I like that. That's really pretty. Ooh, or you can do, let's do that one. That one seems fun. Okay, so again, 5 by 7. We're going to do it at 5 3/4. No. Whew, almost messed up. We're going to do it at 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. Almost messed up on that one. See, there we go. 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. There we go. Because we want that little bit of hangover there. Okay, so now what we've got to do is we've got to sew these onto the card. And you're going to want to ink the edges first. Okay, so you're going to definitely want to ink the edges first. And I'm going to use just a, this is called Branch Bark. It is a Prima chalk edger. And I'm going to use that color. So I'm going to prepare this and get my sewing machine together and get it up here so I can show you how to sew this onto your card. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so now that the edges are down or are inked, I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive down the middle just so that it won't move when I run it through my sewing machine. And make sure that you get your placement where you want it, like that. I'm going to run some down through here. There we go. And now we're going to get ready to sew it. Alright. Oop. There we go. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to sew it about 1/8 of an inch in so that we can rough up the edges here. And you're going to see, I hope you can see exactly what I'm doing here. Now, I'm just going to do a simple running stitch. Okay. And I'm going to do it at the length of it at a 3, and it's just a simple running stitch. So my sewing machine has been said that it sounds like a diesel engine, so just hang on. Okay, I didn't go all the way to the edge, so I'm going to lift it and pivot it like this, and then I'm going to do a running stitch. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lift it up and pivot the card like that. And you're just sewing it like you would fabric. Okay, and then you're going to last pivot, and then there we go. Now I'm going to lift it out, cut off this excess, just trim that away, and trim that away. And as you see, it's not perfect, but it's sewed. And then what you can do is you can take the edges here that are not sewed and rough them up like this with your fingers. Do the same here. Just rough them up like that. Alright, do the same on this side, like this. I love sewing, adding a sewing touch to paper. It just gives it that much more whimsy feel to it. And see, you're just going to sit there and roll it like that. You're going to roll it and do that. Like that. And see, there you have that rough edge look. And if you want, you can go back with your ink and just lightly kiss the roughed edges like that, as you can see there. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing for the inside, and I'll be right back with embellishments to embellish the card. Okay, so here's the card, and the inside is sewed, as you can see there, and on the back you see that it's sewed, and then on the back of the inside you see that it's sewed. So we're going to add a little more decorating on the front. Now this is a piece of burlap that I got, and it's from Canvas Corp. I love Canvas Corp products. They're absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece of, my brain just went bloop. Thank you, Fibro. Burlap. Yeah, I went to the doctor, and I've been having some complications with my fibro, and one of them is my memory. And it creeps up on me sometimes, and it's annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of burlap, and I'm going to fray the edges by removing some of the fibers here. Don't throw away your fibers, because you can use those for different things and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to remove some of these. Okay. Now I'm going to trim some of this down, because I don't want it, you know, too much, but I do want a little bit. But yeah, I live with fibromyalgia. they changed my medication this past week. And I've realized that when my body says to take a rest, I need to take a rest and quit trying to push it beyond its limits of what it can do, because I keep paying for it. And so, again, you're just going to snip away like this. Just snip. We don't, you just want a little bit. You don't have to have a okay. Here we go. That should do it. So I'm going to pull one more. Okay. There we go. It's just adding a touch of burlap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere it with some hot glue. Now you can use fabric tack or a liquid adhesive, but I'm just using hot glue because I find it a little bit easier and quicker to do, and you still have the beautiful integrity of your card. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm going to take some of these fibers, okay, and I'm going to lay them like this. Now, like I said, this is a very detailed mixed media card. So the more stuff you have on it, the more detail it gets. So like right here, I'm going to put a little bit more. Now these are the fibers I just pulled off the burlap. Okay, so we're just going to lay them there like that. See, just like that. Alright, next I've pulled out some flowers and stuff from Wild Orchid Crafts. Also, I've cut out 3 beautiful flourishes you see there, using a die from Memory Box called Elegant Scrollwork. And I cut this one out here with, it's a matching brown paper that come from this collection. So I'm just going to add that piece there. And then I cut out 3 of them, so just in case I needed another one. So I'm going to lay this one down like that. There we go. Also, I have some of these plain flowers here. And I was thinking, let's see, you can use a pearl, a piece of bling, just whatever you want to use. And I thought maybe I had a little piece of bling I could use. That's too big. I'll have to find a pearl in a minute. But you can take this, and this is a attic dust, and just do this to the tips. You don't want very much on there. You just want just a little bit. And all you're doing is this. Like that. Okay? See? Beautiful, and you don't have much on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these together like so. There we go. And glue that bottom one to there. Like that. Okay. then you can, I'm going to put that one right there, like that. And just keep, as you press it down for the glue, just fluff up the, now these are at Wild Orchid Crafts, I think, these blank flowers. Now here is some beautiful daisy like flowers that are from there, and I'm gonna glue one to there that matches. And I'm also pulled out some peach colored roses because I really want to stick with the rose theme, like this. And when you put your roses, you want to put them in, you know, in threes. So I'm going to put one, I'm going to glue that down a little bit better. I'm going to put one in there like that. And I'm just going to glue the tip of that down because I don't want it to raise up on me. There we go. Now you can use your glossy accents to do that as well. Now I'm going to put a rose right here. And then I'm going to put one right there, which will show good placement. Put it right there. And then you can pull out some leaves. Like that. I'm going to cut these down just a little bit. And I'm going to kiss the edges with a little bit of the same color as I done the white flower, just to tone down the green, you know, just to give it a little more vintage feel. Then, okay, there we go. Then I'm going to do one right in there, like that. And if you have a lot of glue webs, don't worry about that. You can hit them with your hot glue gun and they'll all go away. I mean your heat gun, which is what I'll do. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do with the center. Do I want to add another daisy? No, I think I got enough flower on there. Sometimes less is more. Okay, we'll put them aside. Clean up my mess here. Now you can use, like I said, a piece of bling. You can use a beautiful pearl. Just about anything that you're wanting to use. I think I'm just going to use a real pretty pearl. Okay. Now, I'm not quite finished. So as you press, you know, you're going to flip up the... Okay, so we have our little flap decorated really nice. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go back to those stickers that were available in this collection, and let's see, what do I want to do? I know exactly what I want to do. Alright. Okay, what you're going to do is, let's see. Alright, I'm going to measure the length. So it needs to stop right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this border up like that. Now, the first thing I want to decide is I want it to do that, okay? So I know I need to put some adhesive along there. So what I'm going to do is use hot glue. You can use double-sided tape or whatever is available. But I'm using hot glue for the purposes of the video here. Okay. Just don't press it down to your card here quite yet. Okay? You'll see why in a moment. Okay. So we know that this is sticky. So we're going to have to cut a piece of paper that will so what I'm going to do is lay this down, press that down, then I'm going to cut this out. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to cut around each one, but I'm not going to go all the way. Do you understand? I'm not going to go all the way to the edge of the sticker. Like that. And no, it's not going to be perfect, but the inside, now you can take your hot glue gun or your liquid adhesive and put that down, then press that down like that. And I'm going to take the brown okay, so go ahead and ink around. There we go. And you can do the inside as well, like that. And now you can put your sentiment right here. You have that beautiful rustic looking card. And last not least, they have different commentary here. They have sentiments. Let's see. Let's do perfect. They got perfect moments, live and love. Let's put live and love. That one sounds nice. And you can have it sticking out from under one of these flowers like that. And there you got it, girls and gents. A beautiful card ready for that perfect someone. And that's how you utilize your paper to create, you utilize what your paper packs give you to create different things like this. And I used one die and some flowers and just put it together. Use my sewing machine. So this is an innovative way to bring sewing into your crafting. And as you see, I just love that look. And think about it. You can do zigzag stitch and all these fancy other stitches on there. Just take it slow, and if you can sew in a straight line, you've got it made. So there you go. If you have any questions about any of the products you use in this video, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Please like and share my videos. If you like it, share it with your friends, because that helps me out so much. And let me know what you think. So stay for detailed photos, and until next crafty project, ladies, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.